All right, for this week, I want you to create a portrait of your studio. And I'm going to start off by looking at some artist studios, and then we're going to talk about the options that you have. This first image, I just love this. This is Frida Kahlo's art desk. See her wheelchair there. I love her studio, and I think this is probably what inspired my working space. I love the big kind of windows there. So this is her home in Mexico City called Casa Azul, where she lived with Diego Rivera. This is titled Lee Krasner and Jackson Pollock's shared studio space, but to be honest, I think it's pretty much Jackson Pollock's space. You can see on the right where he does his giant splash paintings on the ground, and on the left we can see Lee Krasner, who was an artist that had a very vigorous style as well, but her space is a little bit more tidy. I think you can have a variety of ways of working, and each of us feel more comfortable. I can't imagine sharing a studio space with someone. Here is Paul Cezanne's studio space. I think I just love big windows, so that might be what's getting me interested in some of these artist spaces. Alexander Calder, I love all the junk everywhere. Kind of makes me want to start digging through things. This is Georgia O'Keeffe's rather minimal space. She's in New Mexico, and her aesthetic is much cleaner. Chris O'Feely, love this picture of him working giant size there with looks like a broom, painting. Francis Bacon, who has a terrifying studio, is just mounded. It's like everything just gets lost. I don't even know how he works. It's like a hoarder. He climbs up on that pile of crap, I guess, and paints. All right, and here's Beatrice Wood's studio space, ceramics, all the glazes all nicely organized. And then Chuck Close, and I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of his studio. It's kind of cool because he works really large, and he is disabled, so he gets around in this motorized wheelchair. And what he can do with the image behind him is work square by square, and then he has like a hydraulic lift, and it'll lift the painting up so it goes down, and you can kind of see in the bottom left there's like a hole. It goes down into the floor below, so he can work super large size. And finally, I'm going to take a look at Rene Magritte, and I love his philosophy. He said that being an artist is like any other job. We don't have to have any kind of unusual creative space. He worked at the kitchen table, like I had to when I had my kids and I was in art school. And what he would do is get up every morning and put on his suit and tie, bring out his art box, put it down on the kitchen table, and work. And there is a picture of him working. At the end of the day, he would pack up all his stuff, put it away, and carry on with the rest of his life. So even an artist like Rene Magritte can work within a really tight space. And so his studio doesn't look like what we perceive as an artist's studio. So the sketchbook assignment this week is to create a portrait of your studio or the working space that you're working with right now, which I understand might be not the normal. Normally we would be working in our classroom and it would be a big hive of activity, but now we're kind of confined, and so I want to see where you're working. This is my space. I have two spaces. I'm very fortunate right now. I've got my studio space in the house where I do most of my 2D work, and then also computer stuff and writing. So I've got my desk over here on the left, and on the right I have my storage of all my supplies because I do lots of collage mixed media work. And then I have my outdoor studio space, and this one I share with my husband. He does a lot of woodworking, a lot of construction stuff, so he has all these tools, and I love it at night when we can turn on the inside and those doors open all the way. The bottom picture is kind of blurry. Anyway, this is my favorite space to work on messy or large projects. I also film videos and stuff out there. So here are a couple of solutions. Now, it's up to you how you want to create this. If you want to take photographs and collage, if you want to do paintings, drawings, whatever. So I'm just going to show you a few examples here. These are some drawings. We've got a picture at the bottom and one on the left. And then I love the other one too. Maybe you want to make a diagram of your space. Talk about where everything is. That's kind of a solution. Here are a couple of more pictures. The one at the top is kind of or the one on the left here, kind of just a quick drawing of the space. Maybe you can do some text on there. The one at the bottom is an artist working in his studio. That's a little bit more of a pen and ink draw. And then this one is something called a Bitmoji Classroom. So this is done on the computer with just like a lot of kind of stock pictures. If this works for you, that might be a fun way to do it. I can send a link on how to make a Bitmoji Classroom if you're interested. Or maybe you just want to kind of put things together and then print this out and put it in your sketchbook. Anyway, those are some solutions. What you want to do is up to you. I'll show you mine, but I'm sort of in the middle of it right now. I'll add that on after I get this uploaded and get it finished. But I'm looking forward to seeing what you come up with.